Good morning, my friends. It is Saturday morning. I've got my cup of coffee, but it is not just any Saturday morning because today my husband Ryan, the puppy boys, and I are going to be driving about 9.5 hours down to the Charleston, South Carolina area from here in Columbus, Ohio. So sorry about the noise in the background. We've got that last minute laundry going always. I actually am pretty much completely packed up. I did a whole pack with me video last night, so that was very helpful for me getting organized. So I'm just getting together, you know, the cords and the toiletries and all of that good stuff this morning. I literally just filmed a video that needed to be filmed before we left, but we're doing well. Gonna pack up the last couple orders and gonna enjoy my coffee and get everything going. Basically, this will be just a nice, you know, escape. We haven't gone anywhere for quite a while. Like last year we went to Cleveland, but that's in Ohio. It's not, you know, that exotic. So I feel like we just really needed to get away. It's been a very tough 6 months, I feel like, or so, and that's ongoing, but yeah, it'll be nice just to be in a new location. Ryan and I both are gonna have some work to do. I did try to work ahead as much as possible, but I do definitely still have to edit a couple videos, and I'm gonna be filming quite a bit while we are down there, just because, you know, great opportunity, and I like to record trips like this so then I can have them to look back on. The only things we do have like actually scheduled are going to see Matilda Jr. We're gonna do that actually tomorrow, just the day after we get there, just a little community theater play. I think will be really fun. And then I also did book us to do goat yoga, which, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a freaking blast. I'm so stoked for that. So I have to remember the yoga mat. That's like a random thing that I could definitely forget. I'm also gonna see my cousin. I'm also gonna see a friend of Ryan's, friend of mine. That'll be really nice. And then another friend actually who lives here in Columbus, he was like, FOMO, I wanna go to Charleston. So he's gonna come down for a few days too. So we'll get to spend time with him as well. So yeah, it'll be chill. We're gonna just kind of explore the areas, but yeah, it's just gonna be a really chill time. So cheers. Gotta do the last minute gathering, and I'll see you guys in the car. We've just arrived. How do you feel?
Should I get my first impression? Well, I told you when we were...
Ryan is judgmental. What's your first impression?
I said my first impression was I feel like this is a house I would be murdered in.
It's old. We'll probably do a full tour tomorrow. But yeah, this is like the little cottage house attached to the big house. It's old, but it's very cute.
We know that the father lives in the big house.
Yeah, it's like a gorgeous big house.
That's what I'm saying.
You can peek through and see.
Oh no, the heater does work. Okay. So
there's the big house just beyond. But it is about 6:45. We made pretty good time. I mean, about 9.5 hours plus 2 stops. Is that all we did? Mm-hmm. Yeah, only 2 stops for a 9.5 hour drive. Not too bad. It was a sunny day. It was supposed to rain all day, so that was better.
Yeah, and, it only rained for like a few minutes.
I think we're definitely just going to take a very chill evening, maybe go to the downtown because it's very, very close, get some dinner, and then just chill out. Maybe park it and watch some TV or something. Because yeah, long day of driving.
Yes, it was very long.
The puppies were good though.
They were actually okay in the car. When we had to take them out of the car, they were freaking nuts, but
yeah, that's
typical.
They were
okay in the car.
That's typical. Putting some things away and realized that they left us some dry gin.
There's so many savings we're not getting. We don't have a VIC card.
Oh no!
Throwing in spices and bug spray.
It is Sunday, and we're going to church. And we're running a little late. Whoa, we're bumpy. But yeah, we had a very chill night last night. Slept in a bit, had a chill morning. And then
Let's
had to,
correct that. You slept in a bit.
Well, Ryan forgot.
I got up at 6:45.
Ryan forgot his sleep apnea machine, so he's not going to sleep the best for the next 2 weeks, and I'm not going to sleep the best because you'll be snoring.
Oh no, you were out like a light. Don't worry.
But I woke up to your snoring. No, I was very, very tired. It's not what we expected where we are right now, honestly. We thought it was going to be a little bit more country in this town, but we're going to do a lot of exploring of all the local towns here around Charleston over the next 2 weeks or so. We're looking forward to it. But today, going to church. Then we'll probably come back and hang out with the puppies for a little bit because they do have to be crated while we're gone, so we can't leave them too long. And then we're going to go see Matilda Jr., so that should be very fun. And we'll probably just walk around the historic town today.
We'll walk around the Summerville Country Club.
Maybe we will. But time for church. We'll catch in later.
Catch in or check in later?
We'll check in later.
You check in later, or we'll catch you later?
We'll catch you later. We'll check in later.
We'll catch in later.
We'll catch you in later. What am I laughing? Hello there.
Hello there.
I have to keep the dogs from running out. But you guys want to see the little house we're staying in? Come on in. Okay, so I don't know too much about the history of this place. We're gonna meet the Airbnb owner's dad, who lives in the main house just right in the front yard today, I think. So hopefully we can ask him some questions about the history of this house. But I know that this tiny little thing that we're staying in is quite old. It is older than the main house, but it's a beautiful property. I'll show you more of that later. But just when you first walk in, you see the dogs. Yeah. It's very nicely decorated. There's like a pretty bookshelf here, lots of Charleston books and, you know, the classic painted houses. And then you've got a pretty comfortable couch. We've lounged a bit already. Then you've got another chair. And I like what they've done. It's like classy beach, I think. It works well. And then this right here actually does lead to a sunroom, but we can't get the door open. Then you go in here, and they've made good use of this nook, I think. We've kind of put all our dog's crap there, but there's like a little coffee bar, more plates, like good knives. But yeah, we just put the dog stuff. And then apparently this is pretty common for southern kitchens, but it's really tiny, but it does the job. We've got a cabinet space here, sink over there, oven, microwave, fridge. Definitely.
Oh, my fingers.
It's definitely plenty for us to be able to cook. We're gonna try, you know, not to eat out more than like once a day. Then we come in here to the dining room, which is really big, I feel like, for the size. The doorways are not that big. Ryan's not gonna.
I just cracked my head.
But this dining room, I feel like, is a really nice size for the space. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like they could have almost, for the amount of people that can stay here, I feel like they could have had a smaller table and then maybe another sitting area or like a desk or something. But it's really nice. It is really nice. This leads into
Laundry room,
storage garage, but very nice that we do have washer and dryer. And then this in here is just a tiny little half bath, but it's pretty cute. I got ready in here this morning. Did a good job. Okay.
I stepped on your paws because you are standing behind me.
Okay, let's go ahead and go upstairs. So the stairs are right by the entrance here, and they definitely have the old feel, but they're cute. So they decorated. Oops.
There's no. You have to hit that.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. So they decorated the landing pretty well, I think. Just a little ledge there, fire extinguisher, Bernard. And then right in this room is the bedroom that we're staying in. All right, so I cleaned it up a little bit, but we have already spent the night here and everything, so it's not as fresh as it was when we first got here. But this is a king-size bed, and it was very comfortable. I was exhausted, but it was very, very comfortable. And what's nice is that I've got a lot of junk, but I just kind of put it all behind there, and then you can't see it. So Ryan's suitcase is out. But overall, it's a really nice room. Again, well decorated. I think it's like classy beach. Then out here, what even is this? I don't know.
It's like a closet.
Oh, this is pretty big.
It's a little closet. Got some games.
So we do have some games. Could hang up our jackets. I'll probably do that. Beach towels. Very nice touch. And then this is the main bath, the full bath. Honestly, I was afraid of the shower just because this is such an old building, but they definitely just redid it sometime in the last few years, I'm imagining, because it is really nice. Hot water for both of us this morning, yeah?
It did get cold towards the end for me, so I had to hurry up, but it's okay.
So you get about 1.5 good baths. But then toilet over here, sink, place to put all your crap, good to go. And then the final part of the house, you can't see it.
I'm on camera. Hello. There's a mirror.
Oh, hey.
It's
The
me.
final part of the house, this is where we're putting the dogs when we leave, so try to ignore the crates. But there is a double bed, again, really cute. This would be super cozy if you were one person. I think it is like a very perfect space, very comfortable nook. And then they've got this area over here, which maybe they could have put a desk or something like that here. But yeah, I like the chair. It's cute. That was the house tour. You'll see more of the grounds later. It's really beautiful. It's very, very southern, wouldn't you say, Ryan?
Yes.
It's like the most southern, like old style, historic plantation type home we've ever stayed in, anything like that. So very, very fun.
Do you like it, puppies? Bernard, will you sit? That's a good boy. Gibby, will you sit?
But now we gotta go return that gin I showed you earlier. I guess the people who stayed here before us called in a frenzy the owner because they left their gin behind. So we're gonna go bring it up to the main house, and then we are gonna go to the Matilda Jr. play. It'll be fun. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, and I did not film anything yesterday because unfortunately I woke up to some very bad news that I knew was a possibility on this trip, but I was not expecting it at this point, this early on. But I did wake up to the news that my Gram had passed away. And like I said, I knew it was a possibility. She hadn't been doing well for a while. She actually really was living on borrowed time because 10 years ago she got a diagnosis that she had 5 years left, which she didn't tell anyone that. But we got an extra 5 years with her. Oh, sorry, I thought I was like actually in a good stable place to film this, but yeah. And you're probably wondering, okay, you guys are going to leave, you're going to go back for the funeral, but actually my pap, her husband, he is pretty old. He's almost 91 years old, and he has lived a great life. He's had some sickness at different times, some health problems, but overall, he's had a healthy life, and he has just started to decline a lot in the last 6 months, really similar with my gram. And the last time I saw them both, probably about 3 weeks ago, I thought that that was going to be the final goodbye for him, not necessarily for my gram. And he has said many times that he was alive at this point to take care of my gram. And now that she's gone, we don't expect him to hold on for very much longer, to the point where my grandparents had made the decision a couple weeks ago that whoever was going to die first, they would just cremate them and then wait until the other one died, and then we would just have one funeral, which will be a blessing for all of us, I think, and is exactly what they wanted. And I always thought I could not imagine one without the other. So I'm very happy that they will be going to heaven together around the same time. It's hard for us, Ugh, I'm sorry, guys. I was like, okay, this morning. Yesterday was a really rough day. I wish I could say I handled it better. I just really love my grandma a lot. I'm very blessed that I got to an age where I was really able to be friends with her. She's really where I got my love of thrifting from. I remember as a kid, we would always go to Goodwill together whenever we visited, and we just got along really well. She was a very sassy woman, confident woman, was in control of everything really up until the last 12 hours of her life, which is pretty impressive, and I think a lot of people can't say that. She was just a very special person, and I've lost other people in my life up to this point in traumatic ways, honestly, very sudden ways. But losing my gram is the hardest personal loss that I have dealt with up to this point, which at 30, I'm grateful for that. But I did debate on whether to say anything in this video. I'm not normally a vlogger, and this is a big reason why, is because I feel like if you vlog, you have to share the bad. Not all the bad necessarily, not to dwell on the bad, but if you show a lot of your life, I feel like it does a disservice to people to act like your life is perfect, because people compare so much. And so if I was not filming this series, if I wasn't down here in South Carolina, I honestly would not have included this in a video. I would maybe have asked for prayers on my Instagram. Yeah, I feel uncomfortable, being this vulnerable on camera. And I know you guys didn't click on this video to watch me be upset, but because this is a week in my life, and this is a part of my week, and this will undoubtedly affect my mood and my energy levels, I felt like I had to share it. And I would selfishly ask for prayers for myself, but more so for my gram. I do believe very much she's in heaven, but please pray for her soul, pray for my family as well, and pray for my pap. But yeah, yesterday I just read a book. I felt like that was a good way to distract my mind, and watched a documentary series and just kind of hung out and just had a day of grief, which I really needed. Today, I think we'll probably just kind of walk around the downtown Summerville area where we're staying, and then probably just kind of drive around the surrounding areas as well and take it easy. It is possible that we're not going to stay the full 2 weeks. If my pap passes in the next couple of days, we'll definitely leave early. But until there's a funeral, there's not necessarily much point in leaving. And my mom and dad said that my gram would not want us to leave. She was very excited about our trip. Okay, but I'm gonna drink my coffee, and then we're gonna get ready to go. And I promise I won't bring this up much except if I need to update about my pap, but please do pray for me and my family. So we are up in the front yard area. Just look at this driveway, all brick. Puppies are going crazy. Ryan. Look at this gorgeous house. So this is the main house of where we're staying. The owner is an older gentleman, and his daughter is the one who runs the Airbnb in the back. We are gonna get to go inside the big house one of these days. And George, the guy who lives there, actually said he would take us to dinner. So very, very generous. but just like the epitome of big old southern house. Just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful estate. So I'll definitely be spending a lot more time outside while we're here. Yeah, there's just so many little spots throughout the property where you can sit, just have a little drink, and we're allowed to just kind of explore all over the property. So while I'm out here and now relieved of the dogs, so basically when you come up the drive, I mean, I just love this. Literally like a brick driveway, iconic, amazing. So here is the main house. It's genuinely massive. I cannot wait to go see inside. And then you come back here and you're just greeted by these beautiful trees. This one in the middle is ginormous. It just feels, you know, like the epitome of southern living. I feel like I'm in The Notebook or something. And then you come back here and you have Ryan's dream turnaround driveway. Again, just like look how big that tree is. This is the whole back of the house. Beautiful back deck. And I'm not sure exactly what all they own, but there's kind of like a abandoned rundown shack type thing back there that I think is technically on the property. But just beautiful statues everywhere. Just very nice touches. Like it doesn't feel super 100% perfectly kept, but I feel like that's kind of the charm. And you've got these adorable little swings right here. And you walk over and there's like all these little paths. It's like the secret garden. I feel like there's all these fun places to hide and explore. I could see like growing up as a kid here, just like messing around in that old building, going back through all these little paths. And then over here, this house, this is where we're staying. So it's really quite cozy. I mean, you guys saw on the tour, there's plenty of room for us, and we could even have like another person staying very comfortably. And then back here, you know, another little entrance to this little pathway. And then we have these two other outbuildings behind the place where we're staying. There's lots of seating and stuff everywhere, so that's very nice. But we haven't really poked in too much. I don't think we're really supposed to go in these buildings, but they're just like two little shed areas back there, and our little front door step, so charming. And then there's this little area where you can sit too. Very, very cute. Just got back from a nice afternoon out, and the man of the house, George, brought me some flowers. I like these southern men. Good morning. It is Thursday. I don't think I actually did any like talking to the camera yesterday. I'm also gonna really try not to be swiveling. But yesterday was a pretty chill day. That's the beauty, I think, of being down here for 2 weeks, is that we can kind of do like one thing a day and then just spend a lot of time relaxing, getting some work done. So yeah, I know that's not usually typical. I don't think I've ever gone on a 2-week trip before in my life. The most maybe is like 10 days. But yeah, I feel like you can kind of just see things and take it easy when you're gone for a while. So yesterday we really just went to the Magnolia Gardens, and then we drove around in the evening a little bit, but pretty much just stayed inside. I've been watching these like 3-episode documentary series. I think I've watched 3 so far on this trip, and I love it. It's great. But we're gonna spend probably the next hour and a half, 2 hours or so hitting up the local Goodwill, and I am gonna do a whole separate video of that, but I'll definitely just kind of put some clips in here, but definitely be on the lookout for that video. Not sure exactly when that will come out, probably right after this one though. Then we'll go down to the historic Summerville again. We've kind of bopped around there a couple times, probably go to a bookstore, and yeah, we'll just kind of see where the evening takes us. We really have no plans for the rest of the day. But tomorrow, you're probably like, when are you like gonna go to Charleston? Tomorrow, I think we're gonna do early, like if Ryan can do it, we'll do like a 6:30 a.m. leave. Hopefully get there like right when the sunrise is coming up. It's a very pretty drive from where we are to Charleston, about 45 minutes or so. So then we would probably stay there, I don't know, until late morning, something like that. With the dogs, it is kind of tough, and the traffic is for sure bad here too. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. I know I haven't vlogged a ton, but it's really because we haven't done a ton to vlog, and I'm also trying to film multiple videos, so that's kind of a problem as well. But for sure, be on the lookout for all my Southern content and shorts on my Cozies and Classics channel, all that good stuff.
Today is senior day, so if you're 65 or older, anything in the store is half off. But we are not that old. I am very far off of 65.
I'm
You're a little closer than I am, but you know.
All right, so we just got out of this Goodwill, and you know, not the best.
No.
There were a few hidden gems, and we didn't go through the whole store because you know how it is. If you're not finding anything, it's like it's just not worth it to go through like 4 racks to find one thing. So the vibes were not there today. Of course, this is the only time I've ever been here. Ooh, gotta put the seatbelt on. Ryan's rolling away without me. But yeah, this could just be an off day. Could have been picked over. Don't really know. You know, what the thrifting vibe. Oh, holy crap! My weenus just got in the little. Oh, it killed me. Okay. Ow, man! I'll show you. I gotta rip in the skin after that one. But anyway, I don't know. Is thrifting a big thing in this area? Do let me know. Do let me know if I totally missed a super good thrift store on this trip. Maybe we'll come back. But yeah, now we are gonna go and get some lunch. Maybe go to a bookstore first, we'll see. We're gonna go to another thrift store in the future.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if you wanna see more of like the come thrift with me experience and the hauls, definitely look for that video, which will be after this one. Ryan's not my good luck charm yet.
Deuces.
You got me.
Yikes. We're in Summerville.
Oh, so nice.
I see that this also will be used as a relaxing or leisure room by the owners of this place, and where they could play some games maybe later on in the history of the castle.
I have a winter coat on.
I'm freezing.
It was very cold by the water.
Yeah, we did it, guys. We got up and we drove down, which is almost an hour, to Folly Beach in the Charleston area. And we came on the highway.
There was so much traffic.
Oh my gosh,
insane.
there's so much traffic at 6:30 in the morning. So that was a lot. But yeah, we got to actually catch the sunrise. I was worried we'd miss it, but it was very cold.
It was like 50 degrees by the water with the breeze.
I'm wearing like short sleeve dress.
I
not
pulled
the
my
move.
coat out of the
Not the
back of the
move.
truck to wear.
I got
like,
a blanket. But yeah, this Folly Beach area is super cute. They have a lot of just like little beachy shops and restaurants and things like that. So it's 8 right now, not even 7:53. I think they just redid the pier here like very recently. Probably within the last year. I don't know. But it's really long, so we'll definitely go walk out there. See, we're not like city people. We're not like that interested in going to like downtown Charleston on this trip, which you might be like, what the heck did you go down there for to not go to Charleston? But we're just kind of here to chill out and relax, and we're having a good time.
And not be with all the friggin' people.
just checking in. It is about 1:15 and Ryan and I actually just spent the last hour and a half or so over at the big house, at the main house on the property. We just got to chatting with him. He is probably in his 80s, I'm thinking, probably like his mid to late 80s. And he lives in this big old historic house. And he's going to take us to breakfast and maybe even dinner this upcoming week. So very, very generous. Not your typical Airbnb experience, but he showed us around his big, beautiful house. And oh my goodness, I wasn't going to like ask if I could film. I did not think that that would be appropriate. And a lot of the things in his house were, you know, gathered by his wife or styled by his wife, who has unfortunately passed away. But it was really impressive. There were a lot of, I think, like very expensive things in there, antique items, antique furniture. So that was very cool to see. I love to see historic homes. And I feel like it's been very rare that I've been able to see inside a home like this that is like decorated in the historic style that people actually live in. Like usually you're seeing a kind of like time capsule house or something like that. So this was really cool. A lot of the houses we've been driving by here, I would love to like see the insides of their homes just because they're so unique. That Southern style I love so much. But anyway, my hair is looking crazy from humidity and the ocean and the wind and everything like that. But I'm just gonna chill out. We have been here almost a week, almost a full week. Tomorrow I really need to get some work done because I've done basically nothing this entire week. Clean up a little bit because we also have not really cleaned up that much this week. It's kind of getting a little bit too messy because one of Ryan's good friends, he lives in Savannah. He's in the Army, so he's on the base there. He's going to come up this evening, spend the night here in the guest room, and he and Ryan will probably, you know, play some nerd games, as I call them, and we'll just kind of see what we get up to. So that's the check-in. Super grateful that I was able to see the inside of this beautiful home. You can hear the birds chirping. Life is good. All right, so I am back in the Airbnb, the VRBO, Verbo to be specific. Early morning is definitely hitting me. I've gotten very used to sleeping into like 7:30 here, which has been super nice. So I think I'm just gonna settle in for the rest of this Friday night with this book that I got at the bookstore the other day. It is Grady Hendrix's How to Sell a Haunted House. And I did not even realize actually that this is set in Charleston. I just had no idea. I just kind of picked it up because I've been hearing a lot of great things about it and I wanted to get it. I did pay $30 for this, which, you know, sometimes I get like really caught up when I go to these little bookstores. I would like never pay that much for a book normally, but it's all part of the experience, I guess. Books I find are usually like my souvenirs. So I'll remember this, especially since it is set in Charleston. But anyway, this basically wraps up the first week of our trip. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and end the weekly vlog here. Next week we do have a lot of things planned. It is going to be a little bit rainy, I think, some of the days, so I'm definitely going to go thrifting again. I'm going to go to a cat cafe, another beautiful estate. I am going to see my cousin and his wife and their son over the weekend. But yeah, it's going to be another like mix of relaxing, but a couple activities every day. Of course, with the loss of my gram, you know, just 4 or 5 days ago, that is still affecting me very much every day. But I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I've tried to like show you what I've done without, you know, taking away from the moment too much. But I am going to be putting out a lot of shorts. I'm going to be putting out more videos on this channel as well as my bookish channel from these 2 weeks. So definitely be sure to look for all of those if you want to see more Summerville kind of Charleston content. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.